Well, it's just gone 10:11:29, and this is To The Point with me, Mercy Moroki, and Nana Akweer. We're live on your TV and radio and online this morning.
Now, despite the harrowing cases of Arthur Labinjo, who used Star Hobson making the front pages last year, there are still 669 child protection referrals made by the police to social services every day between 2020 and 21.
Yes, not only this, but the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse said there was a, quote, flawed assumption that child sexual exploitation was on the wane amongst councils and police forces. And they say this has led to extreme failures in the way it's tackled.
Marilyn Hawes is the CEO and founder of Freedom from Abuse and joins us now. Marilyn, thank you so much. I mean, Marilyn, it feels like this is a worrying trend of lots of children who are beautiful and lovely and innocent being killed at the hands of parents or, you know, and then no one seems to be noticing it, or if they do notice it, nothing happens. What in your mind is going on? What's going wrong?
Well, the whole system is flawed. The whole system is not fit for purpose. It's not. I mean, yesterday when this came out from the ICSA inquiry, did you see anybody from government outraged? Well, we still bang on about the wrongness of Boris Johnson, which is one thing to be discussed. But when you're talking about the killing of children and exploitation of them, and Mercy put it so well 15 minutes ago with her synopsis. Well done on that, Mercy. But I despair. I mean, I do believe in this country children's lives are just cheap. There's no real credence given to it. I mean, how can the sloppiness of some police officers is outrageous. I think the respect for the police is at an all-time low. And I think it has to be something to do with their recruitment. It has something to do with the lack of officers, because we lost so many, 20,000 we lost, didn't we, some years ago. It's the poor training, and it's just sloppy. I mean, how can you, when you've got a child who's been raped, a 12-year-old standing in front of you at the police counter, ignore it? How can you make, and I quote here, incomplete evidence, no data kept on the ethnicity of the perpetrators. So you can't actually do an analysis of, is it certain cultures? Is it across all cultures? Social workers lacking empathy. The Department of Education, the recommendation from ICSA, and I have to say Alexis J has done a brilliant job through ICSA. They want to ban these semi-independent settings and independent settings for 16 and 17-year-olds, which should happen because there's no overview there. They're just left to their own devices. And as with all perpetrators of abuse, they smell vulnerability. They know exactly where these kids are hanging out and who to target. But then again, the inquiry has stated that England and Welsh police and everybody must collect specific data. But then when you look, because I went all through the 198 pages yesterday, not so many years ago, the police said to one girl that this girl of 12, 13 years old was bringing about a bad society, walking around acting like a prostitute. Oh, how helpful. And then there was a care home staff who actually helped a young girl choose an outfit for her date with a 30-year-old man. Now, you know, don't tell me care homes don't have perpetrators in them. Was this person on the make? Was she helping provide that child into the hands of an abuser? It's just extraordinary. And another one, that a child came home having been exploited and raped, and the care home staff worker, when this little girl was crying, said she was seeking attention. Now, I just despair. It breaks my heart. I am never immune to this. These children in exploitation, you have child sexual abuse is horrendous, and exploitation is something different again. And I don't think the police understand, and I know schools don't, that the hook, very often it can be, and not always, but it can be someone their own age who has targeted a child in a park.
Well, Marilyn, Marilyn, it seems to be just a lack of joined-up thinking. Listen, thank you so much.
Absolutely right.
Thank you so much for your views, and I agree with you, Mercy. Your monologue was sensational.
Thank you.
Right, so that's Marilyn Hawes. She's the CEO and founder of Freedom from Abuse